Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I am Mo, and we are going to be playing roughly 1 hour of Heavy Rain. If you haven't seen the previous part to this video, I highly recommend going to check it out. And now that we're kind of caught up, I want you to sit back and relax as I kind of guide you through this investigation as we play Heavy Rain. That was pretty good, right? Because when I cut stuff out, like no one's gonna know what happened. So, aha, the power of editing. So let's continue where we were. Father and son. Oh, no one needs to see the date or the time that we were lost here. It's not important. So this is Ethan. Just to quickly recap, this is Ethan. He's had some kind of a traumatic situation where he's lost his son. An accident that was it was no one's fault really. Like his kid was at the mall. He wanted a balloon. He kind of wanders off, and then he's in the middle of the street, and the kid gets hit by a car. What else happened? So now it's been 2 years since the events of whatever took place. And he split with his missus, whose name is Grace. His other son is still alive, Sean, and he's got him for the weekend, I believe. And then we're just trying to make him some food, as far as I can tell. Yeah. And then Nightwolf in the chat says it was his fault. It was the curse of the pee-pee hand. So obviously we've got a theory that all of this could have been prevented had he just washed his hands in the first place in the bathroom of the original nice house that they had. So it looks like we're going to be continuing here from when the kid's having the food. We're just going to quickly look at the time. It's pretty late, so it's 8:40. So his food time his dinner time was at 7 p.m. It is now, it's way past his bedtime, but it's fine. Let's sit down and watch this kid eat pizza with a knife and fork. And, just sit and contemplate and kind of hope that the internet holds out in the United Kingdom. I've just realized I left my green tea in the other room, so I will be right back. So maybe one of the things we need to kind of work on in the future is a beer, because that's quite interesting. It's one of those things that allows people to move away. So if someone wants to just come in now and they just see, just a character standing there, it's not a good impression. So as you leave, a message popped up on your PS, but it blurred, so no idea what it was. Can you still hear me? That's the important thing. So I don't want to be just talking to thin air. And we should probably put the kid to bed. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, you can hear me, so that's a good thing. I hope you can hear me. Go to bed, discuss. Let's discuss some shit.
So, do you want to talk a little?
Talk about what?
I don't know, about you, your friends, how things were going.
Nothing special.
Nothing special? What do you mean nothing special? Does anyone want to talk about anything else? Let's see if he wants to play.
What do you say we play together for a while?
I'd rather watch TV.
Alright, well I'm not interested in you either. Right now I'm interested in my phone and putting out a tweet informing everyone that we are, once again, in the midst of some heavy rain. So, forget you, kid. Okay, tweet sent out. We're gonna send the virtual birds out to let everyone know that we're back. Again, I think the chat is working fine, I believe, because everything seems to be... PS4 notifications are blurred as expected due to privacy reasons. I don't think it was anything major. I think the internet's still working in the United Kingdom. I think you guys can still hear me. Ethan is robotically, and we should probably put the kid to bed because it is now 9:30. Ooh, it's an hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes into the kid's bedtime. There must be something he wants to talk about or do. Must be something we can do. This is a very, you know, functional place to put a chair. It doesn't. Okay, so L2 means L2 triggers his thoughts. He doesn't have any thoughts at the moment. Yeah, press L2. I pressed L2. I don't see anything kind of coming up. So he's got no thoughts. He's got no thoughts. This whole time we've been sitting in the dark. Oh, it looks like he fell asleep. Interesting. Maybe we should turn the TV off.
Come on, little man. It's late. Time for bed.
Oh no, this is his art room, I'm assuming, or it's somewhere that he does creative things. It's not the kids. Oh yeah, so it's right here with this little Native American tent thingy is. Should we just put him in there? No, can't do that. Oh yeah, this is the room. I mean, it's been so long since we last played this game, since the previous part of this video, that I forgot where the kid's room was. So yeah, this is the room where you see the drawing on the table, where he's kind of drawn that tragic event involving his brother, which would be pretty traumatic for any kid. Let's tuck him in. I assume that's what that does. So obviously he's still, although he's kind of very, oh, what's this? Depressed about his situation. He clearly cares about his kid a lot, or at least we're making him care about his kid a lot. I guess we could have played this anyway. This could have played out anyway. We could have just left the kid, not even tucked him in, no kiss on the forehead, nothing. Just let him just kind of sit there. In fact, we could have. What the? Carnaby Corner North. That might be worth remembering. Oh. Reminder, touchpad button to access the control something. Tuesday, 12:06 a.m. 0.272 inches. I completely lost my train of thought because I was saying we could have left the kid downstairs on the couch just to kind of sleep it off, and not even given a shit about the kid. So I'm guessing that you know, we could have left him there, but you know, our character so far is kind of caring. He's taking the kid up to the room, tucks him in, kiss on the forehead, puts him to bed. All these good father figure type thingamajig action things that I'm trying to say. But then he kind of has Jazz says flashbacks. Was that a flashback or did he just kind of zone out? But he kind of zoned out, and then you kind of leave the room, and then you're at the corner of Carnaby North, and he's got like an origami a swan in his hand, and we have no idea how he got there, and now it looks like we are inside this car, and we're a different character. It looks like he zoned out. Yeah, it looks like he kind of something happened. He blacked out and he ended up in the middle of the street. So we know he's had some kind of trauma. And now we're Inspector Tubby. He looks like an inspector. He might just be
Lauren Winter. Ring any bells?
Nope, can't say it does.
What did I say? That said origami killer. Let me just see if I can see a quick replay on our stream. It says origami killer. Well, the stream is kind of lagged. Not for you guys, but just the kind of feedback I'm getting. 7 victims killed with no lead. Okay, so origami. Okay, so right. Is there anything else we can interact with? Because I'm pretty curious now. So we can't actually go back. So once he's kind of, oh, he can. Okay, right. My bad. My bad. No. This way. Turn this way. Turn this way. There we go. Is there anything on the telephone? Yeah, there is. See, there's things we can miss.
Oh, that Lauren Winter. 3rd floor, last door on the left at the end of the corridor.
Wow, okay, so that's interesting. Maybe if we just went up there, we would have had a different situation. But we kind of bribed this guy, so we need to head to the 3rd floor to find Lauren, who's got a room at the end of the corridor. This is, I would assume, is he on the 3rd floor? Did it just skip us to the 3rd floor? I don't know what's going on. But I like the use of the clocks. He doesn't want to go back down. He wants to stay up here. I have no idea what floor this is. This might be the 1st floor. It might be the 3rd floor. I have no idea. But yeah, I like the use of the clocks in the game. Should we bother these other people? Or should we just go straight down? I'm kind of curious though. I'm the curious type. I want to know what's going on. No response. Okay. Someone's having a good evening. Left or right? Buenos noches.
Lauren Winter?
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
Whoa.
Wait.
See, I need to be mindful of these QTEs, these quick time events, because there is going to be stuff happening, and I need to remember that it's reactionary. So I need to focus.
It's $50. I don't kiss and I don't do any weird shit.
Fine by me.
Oh, now I wish we would have gone to the other room first, because now it's kind of a missed opportunity.
Put your money on the table. You got exactly 10 minutes when the alarm rings. It's over, okay?
But I want to interact with everything here. You can't just tell me to... Okay, what's in the fridge? Nope, can't open the fridge.
You should take your clothes off. We ain't got all day.
Actually, I'm not a customer.
Shit, a cop. I should have known. What do you want, a freebie? Is that it?
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. The families of the victims of the Origami Killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions about Johnny.
I already told the police all I know and I have nothing to add. Leave me alone.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay, options are running.
Are you deaf? I have nothing to say to you. Get out
Okay,
of here.
so there's time limits on these things. So I can either persist, convince, or be compassionate. Convince.
The killer is walking around free as we speak. He'll kill again if he's not
Oh,
arrested.
sorry, Sid.
Johnny's dead, so what difference does it make?
Compassionate, persist. Okay, let's say persist.
There'll be other victims
first.
if we don't stop the killer. You have got to help me, Lauren. You may know something that can aid the investigation.
Help you? There's nothing you can do. My son's dead. Do you hear me? He's dead.
Buy or trick? Uh,
I bought 10 minutes of your time, didn't I? All I ask is that you use that time to answer some questions.
You want to pay me to tell you about my son? Is that it? You can buy my body, Mr. Shelby, but my son is not for sale. Get out of here. Get the fuck out!
I think we need to determine what kind of characters these guys are going to be. Because obviously the dad so far has been a good dad. He tucks his kid in at night, kisses him on the forehead, does all the right shit. He's depressed, but he's a good dad. We need to figure out what kind of character this Shelby guy is. Is he a straight up cop, or is he one of those like by any means necessary dudes? I don't know.
Well, if you remember anything, the smallest detail, give me a call.
I think he's the type that would, you know, do what you have to do. Maybe we should have tricked her. I don't know. I'm like second guessing stuff now. Do we just leave? I mean, that was I don't know. Can we not check what's in the fridge? Can we persist? Can we just keep trying to talk to her? Maybe that will, I don't know. Maybe should we just leave? I don't know. So there's no options to talk to her. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go.
No point in pushing it. She's not going to tell me anymore.
Okay, so yeah, when you press L2, you get some options for what they're thinking. So right now he's thinking either about leaving or the investigation. Let's see investigation.
I didn't learn squat. Well, it's worth a try.
He seems like a lazy cop now. I was gonna make him this kind of very tough-nosed, do what it takes to get the answers kind of guy, but I don't know.
I gotta get out of here.
He seems very lazy, very passive. I don't know if I like this guy. Where is the way out? Why are the controls so old-timey? It looks like we're staying because we can't leave the place, so we're just gonna have to. Okay, the door is over here. That makes sense. Maybe we can go to one of the other rooms and find out some more info. Is he out of breath? What's up with him?
Lauren, open up, baby. It's me.
Troy, what are you doing here? I already told you I don't want to see you anymore.
Sorry, Dal, but I really wanted to see ya.
Wait, what the fuck? I think we should go back. Come on, dude, bust the door down. You're a detective.
What do you want, asshole?
Lauren, is everything all right?
She's just swell. Now beat it, loser.
I said kick the
You
door
again?
down.
If you're looking for trouble, you found it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh!
Oh.
Troy, stop or I call the cops! Troy, I will call the cops!
I'll see you again, asshole.
Are you alright?
Better than him, I guess. Who is he?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me. He was getting violent, and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
Well, you should be careful. He'll probably be back. Sorry about the mess.
Mr. Shelby,
Yeah.
thanks.
Damn, okay, he's got some fight in him. Okay, so it looks like we're switching back over to Ethan. Reminder, press and hold down the indicated button simultaneously until they disappear. I don't know how I feel about the Shelby guy yet, though. Okay, so this is an entirely new character. So this is the third person I think we're playing with, or we have control of. Nightwolf, what do you think so far? What do you think so far? Let me know. So obviously there's some kind of scene.
Found here on this patch of wasteland early this morning. The police are still searching the scene and questioning anyone who might have seen something, but no information has been concerning their identity. Of course, everyone's wondering if the body is that of Jeremy Bowles, and has the origami killer struck.
Yeah, I'm interested in the story, but I think like it's interesting how you can kind of make decisions. Like I could have made Shelby really clumsy, just miss, you know, the entire fight, get our asses kicked, and then it would have been something completely different. We could have made the dad really uncompassionate towards his kid, and now we've got this guy. I think is a cop. who's arrived on some kind of crime scene. Still early days. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI.
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks.
Oh, is that what it was? It wasn't just like his medication. It was something dodgy. Yeah, Shelby was taking some kind of asthma pump, right? And yeah, this guy's taking some kind of his hands were shaky. He's on something. I wonder how many characters there are actually, because we're on number 3 now. Put on the Neo shades.
Video memo recording. Agent 47023, Norman Jaden. Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to pay attention to the details, because I'm gonna forget. Okay, so what are we doing? Whoa. Okay, so he's got some kind of power in his shades, where he can kind of detect clues, I'm guessing.
Unrelated to the investigation.
I really hope I don't have to remember any of that, because it's not happening. What are his thoughts? What's going on? Blake, train, crime scene.
The crime scene is compromised by all these people. I doubt there'll be many clues left, if there were any to start with. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks.
Okay, let's just go and talk to this guy.
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the Origami Killer.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others.
Do you have any leads?
My men are going over the scene with a fine-tooth comb. If the killer left anything behind, we'll find it. Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
The case seems to be attracting the attention of the media.
Yeah, a greedy pack of vultures. These guys have killed their mothers for a scoop. Some investigation. It's becoming a three-ring circus. Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, you come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
I don't know. I don't know about this guy. You know, sometimes when you get into that situation and you're just like, is he trying to cover something up? Is he? I don't know. I don't know who to trust. I'm in that kind of a mindset, bro. I don't know. Let's see if we can find anything. Put the Neo shades back on. Walking around is still kind of very strange because you have to press R2 and that's not intuitive at all. So that kind of affects the camera too. So I apologize. We're still figuring it out. Okay, so it looks like something's cropped up.
Some orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body.
So
Very
maybe
common. The pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail. Harry, comment. Traces of blood on the railroad track. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers.
anything else? Something popped up somewhere? Okay, right here.
Harry, comment. Traces of blood detected on the fence behind the railroad line.
Okay, this is interesting. So you've got to remember which ones to take your fingers off. And it looks fairly simple, but it's kind of fiddly.
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Okay, so let's kind of continue along this trail. I'm guessing it kind of ends here, so we either have to cross the street or find something else. don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on? Okay, so obviously there's footprints here that kind of lead us to this thing.
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car.
So object memorized. Okay, so now what? Or maybe this is it. Maybe we have to go back down to kind of where we were. Check your thoughts. Genius! Genius! Why didn't I think of that? It was, yeah.
There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims. Why the hell is there blood here? Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. The body is still here. The body is still here.
Okay, so that's the thought that stays on his mind. So maybe we should just go and kind of see the body. I don't think there's anything else up here. It was just a long trek to kind of come here and find these prints.
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Okay. That has to be the longest animation to get up a cliff in the history of video games. But yeah, let's see if there's something else we can kind of find. So there was some kind of pollen. We saw like a blood stain, some footprints, some tire tracks. I really don't know what's going on. That's okay. We're figuring it out. Let's see what's in here.
Harry, comment. The victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. Superficial wound on the right thigh. The blood is identical to that on the fence. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims.
Anything else?
Think I've seen all there is to see.
So do we find... Yeah, this dude.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what to make of this. This is a weird one. Like, I'm still trying to get to terms and kind of grasp even moving around. I think the story's good so far, I guess. It's intriguing, but at the same time, some of the controls are really kind of, they're really fiddly. Like, walking around is difficult. That's a bat. What does this look like? This looks like, it doesn't look like a rat or a fox. It looks like a wolf to me. I don't know. Maybe you guys are seeing something else.
Head.
That looks like a crab. Or is it blades? Or is it faces? I don't know. I think this is interesting because I think everyone sees kind of different things. But I saw crab
Don't
first.
think, Ethan. Give me the first idea that pops into your head.
I'm trying to talk to everyone, dude. I'm trying to talk to everyone. I'm trying to be inclusive. Crab.
A crab.
Yeah, bat crab. Sid's on the ball. Blood, death, shadow. I saw death. I just saw I saw two Grim Reapers. I'm gonna go with death. Yeah, death. There we go. Ego.
I have the results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident. However, I am worried about your psychological condition. I know it's not easy, but you've got to start over, Ethan. You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. You can't blame yourself forever for your son's death. How is Sean?
Disappointed, reproached, distant. Let's go with
He's a
distant.
very solitary kid, you know, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother. With me, he's more distant.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
Dead, anesthesia, depressed. I guess he would be depressed. Yeah.
I no longer want to live.
Whoa, that's extreme.
I have no reason to continue.
Not even for your son, Sean.
I couldn't save Jason. Sean doesn't need a father like me.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
Schizophrenia, nothing. Blackouts, nothing.
No. No.
That's the end of this session. We'll continue this conversation next week.
I just don't feel like he would have told him anything, you know? Ego. What a name for a
You were lucky,
psychiatrist.
Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
Or a psychiatric practice.
I don't exactly feel lucky, Doctor.
Why does it keep telling the inches of rainfall? Okay, school, hungry, play.
Aren't you gonna go play with the other kids?
I don't feel like it.
Hungry?
Do you want to eat something? Is something the matter, Sean?
No, I'm alright.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
I'm sorry about that, Sean. Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay?
I'm kind of curious now because the things you say. So this I'm gonna take a second here while we're sitting on the bench. I want to have a word and just say, like, I don't know if anyone's played Until Dawn. But there's certain like there's scenes between chapters where you're with the psychiatrist, and depending on the answers you give them, and it's very similar. So it's kind of like, what do you see? Do you see bats? You know, with the little ink blotches. What do you see? Do you see bats? Do you see death? Do you see this, that, and the other? And then your answers kind of influence what happens in the story of the game. So I don't know if this is the same case in Heavy Rain. But maybe the kid's more distant now because we've kind of said we feel that he's more distant. I don't know. Maybe something to think about. So what do we do?
A boomerang? You know how to use it?
No, not really. I can never make it come back.
Can I give it a try? Whoa.
Whoa! You did it, Dad!
Do you want to give it a try?
I won't be able to do it.
Oh, come on, let's try it together. Now, the main thing is to get the right position at the beginning. Now, you gotta throw it straight and a little to the right. Now, throw it!
Hoi, go on, son.
I did it, Dad!
Good job, Sean. See? That wasn't so hard.
Quick question, Sid, if you're still there, are you guys having issues with the internet in the States as well? Okay, where are we going now? Yeah, I don't know what's going on for us over here. Like literally, I was streaming earlier, and the thing just cut out, and so did a couple of people that were watching, and it just kind of it just all happened at the same time. So it's like really strange. And then someone, a friend sent me an article about how we're having issues with the internet, which is kind of worrying.
I'd like a packet of strawberry flavored Chewies, please. Thanks.
Where's the kid?
Hey, I got you some Chewies.
I hate strawberry. Thanks. It was nice of you anyway.
Oh, good kid.
I'll find something else to do with him.
I keep forgetting that they have thoughts, so this is probably the cues that we should kind of check.
Should have known he doesn't like strawberry. Don't even know my own son anymore.
So yeah, he's in a very negative headspace, which is never good. Swing.
You want to go play on the swing? I'll push you.
Okay.
I like this picture-in-picture kind of aesthetic. It's pretty cool.
You're not pushing, Dad.
I'm not a big fan of these some of the controls for the game. It's kind of weird. I'm still getting used to it. I think after probably a day or two we'll be fine.
Dad, higher!
But for the moment it's kind of weird having to press buttons and kind of move the controller up and down and left and right, and it is what it is. Why were there internet issues there? I don't know. Something's going on.
Why'd you stop?
But yeah, it's kind of been across the country, so my brother kind of told me about it earlier. And he was like, "Oh, you're gonna stream tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably." And that's when he kind of told me about these issues. And someone else sent me an article as well, so I don't know what's going on. Guys, I'm literally sitting here like having to like slap the controller up and down. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't like these controls. Let's leave. Looks like the rain's coming.
Looks like rain's coming. I think we better go.
Okay.
So yeah, Sid, I don't know if you saw the beginning, but he basically, at the start of the game, this guy goes to use the bathroom, and he kind of leaves without washing his hands. Like, the game literally doesn't let you wash his hands, and then everything kind of goes downhill from there.
Before, I mean, when Jason was still here, sometimes I wish everything could just be the way it was before.
Me too, Sean. Me too.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket.
Yeah, he literally, like, when the game starts, you're in a room, you wake up, you go and kind of do your morning routine, you brush it. Like, it's really weird. You have to go brush his teeth, look in the mirror, do all that stuff. Goes for a shower, kind of like in Death Stranding, and then he goes for a pee, and then he leaves without the game letting you wash your hands, which is kind of what the debate was when we kind of started playing. It was weird. And then the next thing he does is he goes into the kitchen and the guy starts eating grapes and shit. And then his kids come home and then he pats his kid on the head and touches him on the shoulder and starts playing with the kids. And then yeah, everything kind of went downhill from there. But yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. This is a slower game. The pace is definitely different. Clocks seem to have like a big presence. Let's talk to this guy.
One, please. That's $1.
Go to the ticket counter. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still getting used to like explaining things and having to navigate the game. Whoa! Sorry, guys. So he clearly has something going on that he is trying to kind of deny it. Oh no, not again. Whoa, goosebumps on the forearm. I don't know. What do you guys think is going on? Do you think he's losing his shit? Because that's the second time he's kind of had a blackout, and then he kind of comes to realize he's got like the origami thing in his hand. It looks like we're switching back to Neo. I forget his name. Guy with the glasses. Tuesday, 7:55. Jaden, yeah, that's it.
Do you think it's gonna take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
This guy's got like VR shades in his jacket. Sick. Oh, don't tell me we have to watch the whole animation again.
I'm off, Charlene. I'll look at the reports later. Oh, cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain. Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Jaden, of course. We've been expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to introduce myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
No, now it's fine. We just have to get to the press conference. We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy finding something to tell them. Fortunately, today we have some news. Have you met Lieutenant Blake yet?
Yeah, we met this morning.
He has his own methods, but he's a good cop. I'm sure you'll get them well together. You know how to tie a knot in a necktie.
I guess.
To be frank with you, I could have done without the FBI on this one, but the press, they're all over us. This origami killer case crept up on us, and it's fast becoming a national concern. There are hundreds of killers in this country, but what do you know? This guy is exotic. He leaves flowers and origami figures. Work that one out. Then the press get onto it, and we suddenly become the center of the universe.
I'm here to arrest a serial killer. With all due respect, sir, the rest of it, it's none of my business.
No, of course not. All I'm asking is that you make progress, and fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're gonna have to serve him up on a silver platter. Not bad. Oh, go see Charlene. She'll show you to your office. Yeah, check in on the press conference if you're interested. It'll give you an idea of the political climate around here.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the club, Jaden.
Okay, so we just did some kind of we just tied a dude's tie. BRB, yeah, no worries. Nightwolf, what are your feelings? What should we do? Let's see what he thinks.
I should get Perry's assistant to show me my office. I can't wait to get to work.
You're not sure. Me either. I'm very confused about.
I'm dying of thirst. Where's the water cooler when you need one?
The water cooler. Is that how you say it? Water cooler. Water cooler. Let's just see what's around the office. He walks slightly less funny than Ethan. Look around the precinct.
Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We bought the same model each year for the past 20 years for each promotion. It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well. You can contribute to our fund if you like. We're still a few dollars short.
Sorry, I don't have any change.
No problem. Maybe next time round.
Captain Perry said you could show me to my office?
Yes, of course. Follow me.
Even the ambient sounds are just like boring office sounds.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay, time to work.
Okay. This is again a very bleak looking room. With not many options, I think we can kind of sit down, so let's do that. Oh, that was unnecessary. I thought he was gonna sit on the chair. This guy's like gonna flip the desk over and shit. Okay, all right.
Step 1. Change the office.
Okay, so we have some options here in terms of what we can kind of investigate or kind of look at some of the clues. Let's start with the leaf. Or maybe that's just his desktop background, I don't know. Whoa, this is like what was that movie? The Martian? This is almost too peaceful. You can't work in this kind of a setting, I don't think. and so he gets rid of all the options. Okay. Environment. Okay, for some reason he doesn't want to select the last option, so we're just kind of leave it as it is. Check the clues. Tire tracks analyzed. Okay.
The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83.
Okay. Geo-analysis. No data. Let's kind of go back, clear all. I'm finding it very awkward to like move the controller, and at the same time some of the commands are like using the buttons, and some of it's using the right thumbstick. I think this was very innovative at the time, but right now it's really just really fiddly. Let's see what else we kind of have here. Again, it opens up the same thing. Okay, that makes no sense. It's definitely a cool idea. I like the concept of it, but it's getting a bit tedious, just a little bit. Origami killer victims and modus operandi. So let's see the victims. Okay, so okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I'm moving the controller and nothing's actually happening. If I kind of move right, it clears all, so I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing here. Boom, there it goes again, network error. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Something's really bad with the internet today. And on top of that, these weird controls for the game aren't really helping either. Yeah, so we can't open any of those for some reason. We can't seem to open his modus operandi either. Seriously, game. I'm pressing right, nothing's happening. Pressing left, nothing's happening. I'm moving the controller up, and nothing's happening. Down, nothing's happening. Left, and he swipes them away. So I don't know about this. Let's check the map. Maybe there's something. Well, okay, you didn't want to check the map. So there's no data. Environment again, maybe? I don't know. But that's just his setup, right? It's nothing else. Do you still have a network error? Files. Let's try that again. Oh my god, are you f***ing kidding me? Like, this is so ridiculous. Come on. I'm gonna try this one more time. Oh my god, are you
Always
kidding
the
me?
same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on.
I could have sworn there was a picture just there that we saw. Okay, so let's kind of move towards the victims and see if that... Again with the motion issues, okay. So, files. Victims.
Eight victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13. No signs of violence. The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later. Drowned in rainwater. There is always a railroad line adjacent to where the bodies are found. And all the victims disappeared in the fall. The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's probably employed, but his work allows him free time. Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist.
Whoa, okay, so this guy's messed up too.
It's alright. I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
His issues are kind of different though.
Is everything all right, sir?
No one must see.
Oh, this is serious.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about... $4:15. Yeah, that's it, 4:15. I remember exactly because I looked at the clock in the park when we arrived.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat. A green coat. And a pair of pants. Brown pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
I went for a short walk around the park, just for a few minutes. When I got back, the carousel had stopped, and Sean wasn't there.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I don't know. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
No. No, I don't think so.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
No, nothing in particular.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Do you think the origami killer...
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
Did they find something?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
It's still too early to say, but it is a possibility.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason? I'm sorry.
That was harsh.
It's not what I meant to say. I miss him so much.
Okay, so reminder, unfold movement slowly with the right stick. I think this might be a good place to call it. We've had like a fair share of internet issues today, and I think this might be a good place to call it, just to kind of have somewhere to continue from next time. So, I just want to thank you for giving me a bite-sized chunk of your day, and it's been a bit more than usual today. So, I want to thank you for watching, wherever or whenever you're kind of watching this. If you've come in late, that's okay. You can catch the VOD on YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, know that I'm currently moving along the path towards 100 subscribers. And you know, kind of trying to get my custom URL sorted. So I ask, would you kindly subscribe on YouTube? If you've liked what you've seen, then click me a thumbs up. If you're following me on Twitch, that means you've pressed a little heart to show me some love, and I appreciate you. And it makes my heart even happier when you turn on live notifications to keep us better connected. And lastly, if you're using the Twitter, come and find me. I am Mau2x15. That's MAU2x15 across all platforms. And yeah, I'm grateful for your time today. Hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening or whatever it is in your time zone. And I look forward to you joining me again.